The big issue here is labor, most specifically pilots. The shortage of pilots is having an impact because the bigger airlines have reached into this pool and take pilots out. Before the pandemic, we had a pilot shortage. 60 days later, we had a pilot surplus because nobody was flying. So a lot of pilots took early retirement. Okay, great. Here we are, 18 months, 2 years later, people are flying again. In the US, we have the 1,500-hour rule. Well, is that rule really good or bad? One CEO I spoke to said to me, you know, on the weekends, my captains fly as trainers for a European airline. And they train these young pilots. And these young pilots now go back to Europe where they're based, and they have 400 hours, and next thing you know, they're flying an Airbus 330 into JFK, and the guy that trained them can't, because he doesn't have the hours. 1 second. It's not a number, it's the quality of the hours. Are those hours in a structured commercial airline environment? Unfortunately, the rule doesn't really talk about that. It talks about 1,500. And a lot of people get stuck on that. Now, one of the things that no one has spoken about here, but is that there's a lot of labor flexibility which disappears as the pilots go further in their careers. When you're new in the business, if you will grab at an opportunity to improve your career because it's easy now. But if you've been with an airline for 10 years, it's not so easy to jump from one brand to another because you go to the bottom of the seniority list at the next airline. So there are structural barriers that we have to try and figure our way around.